Thomas Jefferson put it in the beginning, in the founding. He said either the people are sorry, either the government is a slave of the people, or the people will be the slaves of the government. And the bigger the government becomes, we can't enslave the government. It becomes too big. It becomes too powerful. It becomes. I heard the federal government finances about 40, or is responsible about 40% of our GDP between all the expending, the contracts it does with private sector, right? I mean, it's just it's too much. How can we the people have any, have hold it accountable?
I think it's very difficult, because I think that everything in life falls on a spectrum, right? So, you have the way I look at the right and the left, right? A lot of people say, communists are, on the left, and then you've got the Nazis on the right. And I've never really understood that. I think it's a falsified spectrum to probably vilify the right. The way that I see the spectrum is, I see it this way. There is zero government on the right at the very end, and there is a 100% totalitarian government on the left, right? These are the two extremes. So whenever you have a spectrum, you never ever want to be on either extreme. The sweet stuff is right in between, right? So whether it's politics or religion or really anything in life, you kind of want to sit in the middle of it. And so I think that, when you think about, pure capitalism, right? Something we've probably never tried. I think there's probably, there are probably dangers with pure capitalism as well, because there are, unscrupulous people who, do things for profit and, hurting individuals. I think that eventually the market works itself out, where people have a choice to not buy those products or boycott those products that are bad for them, et cetera, et cetera. But in the beginning, there could be people who get hurt, who take the wrong things. So I don't disagree that we probably need a little bit of governmental control to make sure that corporations don't get too big, that they don't get too powerful, which, by the way, they have, and it's too late for that here. And that they're not hurting, they're not creating products or drugs that are hurting people, which also too late, because that's happening already. And these agencies are just not protecting us. So I think when these agencies were set up, they were probably set up with the right idea, with the correct, moral obligation to protect the consumer. But today, and I wonder if we as humans are capable at all of being able to, be in the middle, because no matter where we end up, we seem to be moving to one end or the other. And that just seems to be the natural progression, because we are all human. And I think that people make the mistakes of thinking that, government will get it right, but government is made up of humans too. So, you can't take greed out of the equation. You can't take self-interest out of the equation, because if you take it out of your equation, guess what? The government's going to be self-interested and greedy. And that's what we're seeing right now. And this is why you have this, this revolving door, this link, this unholy relationship between government and industry, because these are humans too, and they are greedy and they want to make money. So you have to decide whom you trust more: some elected official who is going to be pocketing all these profits and deciding what's good for you, or you deciding what's good for you. And I always choose, I would like to decide what's good for me. I think most thinking people would like to decide what's good for them and for their families, and not, source out the decision to someone else.